Welcome, many thanks indeed for checking in. This is Peter Sandwich with you on the Evening Bulletin, and we're on Friday. Thanks very much, for calling through, previewing Saturday's action. I've got two bets I'm going to tell you about on this line for tomorrow. They're both on the all-weather, and they both run at Wolverhampton. One of them's 5-1, and the other one's 6-1. So I'm going to have two singles, and I'm going to have the double as well. The double will pay around about 4-0, blind 40-1, and the two singles each way, either one comes in, well, you're going to show a profit on the day. So with all that in mind, let's get straight into it. I'm going to take you to the meeting at Dunstall Park, which, if you didn't know, is at Wolverhampton. And I've got two horses there for you to say. We don't have to worry about the weather conditions up and down the country. Haydock, it's soft, and Ascot, it's good to soft. But the rains are around, and you're never quite sure what's going to be happening. But we are at Wolverhampton, and no doubt about it, they're going standard there. And I've got two horses which I think will take a lot of beating in their respective events. Let's go to the 5:30 at Wolverhampton. It's an 11-horse race, Grade 4 event, 0 to 80. And there's a horse here which I'm all over, I really am, and I'll be very surprised if it doesn't go close. Well, I'm sure it will. Number 6, it's called Just Call Me Pete. Just Call Me Pete. It's got the cheek pieces on for the first time. And no doubt about it, Dougie Costello, who rides this horse, well, almost every time, rode it the last 5 times, and he rode it last time up when he didn't have much room to manoeuvre, and he got it boxed in. He had all sorts of problems, and he had to pull it out and switch it, and, well, he just couldn't win after that, so he had to sit and suffer, and it finished 7th of 17 in a really good contest. That was on the turf at Newmarket. Before that, it's ran at Southwell and Wolverhampton. Acts on the all-weather, no problems at all there, and I think this horse is a winner waiting to happen. It's going off a low mark as well, just a mark of 72, and this race is well within its reach, and I'll be disappointed. I certainly think it's an each-way banker, but I'll be disappointed if it doesn't win, but I'll be amazed if it's out of the frame. So it does look an each-way banker material. Number 6, Just Call Me Pete, penciled in at 6-1. I think that's a pretty good price, to be honest with you, and I'm all over it each way. As I say, I don't think it'll be out the 3, but I do think it probably will win. I do like it an awful lot. It looks an each-way cast iron bet there in the 5:30 at Wolverhampton. It's called Just Call Me Pete. Right, the second bet of the day is my final bet of the day, and it's a little while to wait for it, another 2.5 hours, but it runs at the same meeting at Wolverhampton. If then Just Call Me Pete's already won, you'll be on this to nothing, and you'll be up for a 40-1 double if it winks at the judge, and I think it could well do that. The horse is number 3. It's called Ebury. It's trained by Scott Dixon. It runs in the 8 o'clock at Wolverhampton and ridden by Phil Dennis, who rode it a couple of 3 outings ago at Southwell when 4th of 11. This horse has been looking on somewhat, and it's been dropping down the weights off a mark of 56. I think Scott Dixon's got this horse potentially thrown in at the weights, I really do. It was off a mark of 64 just a couple of months ago, so it's been free falling down the weights, and I really do like this a lot. Number 3, it's called Ebury. It ran really well last time up. That was at this track at Wolverhampton, where incidentally Scott Dixon trained, so plenty of work on the track here at Ebury. Was unlucky last time off, went off at 8-1. Elisha Whittington rode it and got into a bit of a problem with it. Finished like a bomb, it did, it really did, but had to come right on the wide outside, and it just couldn't win, you know, with the race how it was ran, and Whittington had it all over the shop, to be honest with you, and I'm hoping that Phil Dennis will get the steering correct, and this also will do the business. I'm pretty sure it will. Number 3, it's called Ebury, and I like it very much in the 8 o'clock at Wolverhampton. So you've got two horses there, Just Call Me Pete in the 5:30, and banker bet each way material. That I'm all over it. And number 3, the same. I like them both very, very strong indeed. That's in the 8 o'clock. It's called Ebury, trained by Scott Dixon, who trains on the track at Wolverhampton. So this horse, no problems at all. He's got, you know, he knows Wolverhampton inside out. And I like this too very, very much indeed. And I'll be bitterly disappointed if they're not in the frame. And I'll be a bit gutted if one of them don't win or both of them don't win. If they do, you've got yourself a 40-1 double, and that'll do me and that'll do you. That's it from me. It's short and sweet tonight on Friday night. Having your fish and chips tonight, or you're listening to nice radio with radio music night. Friday night is music night. Always was, always will be. Tonight though, tonight, we've got some big bets running in Ireland already tonight at Dundalk. I wish you the best of them. Luck with them if you're on them. But tomorrow, for me, I'm going all weathering. I am going all weathering at Wolverhampton with Just Call Me Pete and Ebury. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock on this channel for Sunday's action.